typically emphasize the progress of our ventures and how they're doing, and there's lots of good stories in it in that front. But I think when taking the whole this time round, you look at the results that we're reporting and the impact that they have on the economy, that's really, really interesting to observe. So right now, those companies that we've invested in over the last 10 years, their market capital value has gone above $500 million for the first time. They've attracted, over $250 million of investment into the economy here as well. Over that time, they're employing over 1,000 people in high-value, high-skilled jobs. There's over 280 of those companies that have been invested in that period of time. So I think those numbers are great numbers, but actually the real story is what's behind those numbers, and it speaks to, well, there's a real growing economic capability in this, and what we're doing here by driving the development of Ireland's startup ecosystem, we're really creating economic resilience for the long term in the future. And as things change internationally, as things progress, that kind of a long-term economic resilience is really, really important and critical to our future. Yeah, absolutely. In terms of technology, AI is featuring in there along with machine learning and data analytics. They're certainly featuring strongly in propositions we're seeing. But I think the bigger kind of trend or the bigger kind of interest area is the domain experience that's coming to bear and across multiple sectors. So it's interesting that digital is being applied in many spaces. It's being applied in healthcare. We've been doing that for donkey's years. It's being applied in fintech. And also, interesting, last year were a number of construction tech companies, the likes of Property Bridges being one of them. And I think that notion of bringing deep domain and sectoral knowledge and understanding of a problem and then aligning that with a tech such as AI and such as machine learning, that's really where the trend is strongest. Look, we're really happy with how those have been progressing. The partnerships are working really, really well. Partnership with Galway City Innovation District in Galway is going strongly, and with Waterford Institute of Technology down in Waterford also going strongly. I think NDRC at Portershed, in fact, we just launched our third cohort of investees there. Right now we're in the middle of identifying and selecting ventures to invest in NDRC at ARC Labs in Waterford. We're seeing good outcomes from them too in terms of those ventures raising next stage money, so that's very positive as well. I think even looking at the repeatability of them year on year, that's quite encouraging too, that there's a good kind of a flow of interesting propositions and backable propositions. We're always open to that. International for us is really about, I suppose, can we identify ventures we want to attract into Ireland to start their journey here? That's one important thing, because we are looking for the best at all times. Also looking for, landing platforms for our current portfolio ventures. They're all looking to scale globally. Our mission here is to drive a pipeline of globally scalable Irish digital startups. If you want to be globally scalable, you need to have kind of an international landing pad. So international is important on that front for us as well. We're always looking to attract international investment into our portfolio of ventures, the likes of Silvercloud having done that very, very successfully, and many others, iCabby in fact last year, an international acquisition on that front. So international is very, very important on those fronts, and we're always keeping that possibility open. We want to learn and share experiences with the best of international players in that space, so networks of learning are also important for us from an international point of view. Yeah, look, it's been a very interesting year so far to date. This year, in response to changes in the ecosystem, we tweaked our offering to a certain degree, so it's now proving a bit more challenging for ventures to get to the point of attracting significant seed investments. Seed investment amounts are going up, but the number of seed investments to be made has dropped to a certain degree. And we're responding to that by tweaking our offering out to the marketplace. We'll be taking another look to see how that's going later on this year. We're also right now looking at the longer term, planning strategically in a 5 to 10 year kind of context and seeing where we're going to put our emphasis over those number of years. At the same time, we're open for business, so the second half of this year we will see more investments being made out of our Dublin base, and as I said very shortly, we'll be kicking off a new group of investees down at Waterford as well.